Hi, welcome to Chapter 10 of Stella Diaz. I'm going to be reading along in my book. If you are in the book, it's Chapter 10 and it starts on page 72. The last day of our trip is bittersweet. We've had so much fun visiting other places in Oaxaca, like ancient cities with pyramids called Monte Ablan. We also saw an art museum filled with ab- abrehis and textiles, until Nick said it was too boring. I don't want to leave Oaxaca, but I can't wait for camp to start either. Today is also Nick's birthday. Because of our flight, it's a breakfast celebration at Maria's. While there is a delicious cake with cajata, I'd rather eat as much papaya and breakfast tamales before we leave. I can make a connection to Ha because Ha really liked papayas as well. Tu regalo, Mom grins as she hands Nick a birthday present. It's an envelope. Inside it says I owe you for driving lessons. We'll split the cost when you're ready to take classes. Nick practically picks Mom off the ground. So we know that something that Nick really wants is to drive. And this kind of gives us another part in our brains that goes, Nick really wants to learn how to drive. Maria pats him on the back. Ahora, tú eres un hombre. And Nick blushes when Maria calls him a man. I quietly cross my arms in protest. So we see Stella again, a little bit jealous of her brother. I disagree, I mutter. I feel nervous about giving Nick a handmade card and drawing after such a big gift, especially with the way he's been acting lately. I never know if he's going to be happy or annoyed with things. Thankfully, he loves it. My present is a drawing of a sea turtle nest we found, and me as a scientist nearby. That's me when I'm older, I tell him. He messes with my curls. Obviously. We get back to Chicago in the evening. It's a little hard to be back. I miss the warmer weather and my daily mango that was the color of the sun. But that sadness vanishes when we check the mail. There are 2 letters for me. One is from Stanley. There is a letter from Stanley and a letter from the shed with instructions about my first day of camp. Mom reads them while I carefully rip open the envelope from Stanley. Hola, Stella. I'd love to be pen pals. I read about it once in a book, and it seemed pretty neat. What have you been up to? I've been playing football with my cousins and going swimming almost every day. We went to this cool natural pool near their house called Barton Springs. The water was so cold. My teeth were chattering for like 5 minutes. Best of all, I just finished my first day at Space Camp. All the kids at camp are cool, and we have a bunch in common. Today, we get to work in a group to program a robot. It was hard, but once it moved, it completely was worth it. I haven't been in a rocket ship yet, but they promise we'll explore one soon. Write me back soon about your adventures. Sincerely, Stanley. My pen pal is brilliant. It's almost like an old spy movie. I wish I knew a secret code like Pig Latin or Morse code. Maybe I could try writing my entire letter backwards so that Stanley could only read it in the mirror. But I think that's too complicated. Instead, I settle for one of my sparkly pens and a piece of paper to write my letter. I tell him all about Mexico and my big plans. When I finish, I drop my pen. I'm not sure how to end my letter. Sincerely sounds dull, especially after my trip. Mom, how would you end a letter in Spanish? Well, in Spanish, you'd say atentamente. Why? I'm writing my letter back to Stanley. He does want to be pen pals this summer. Mom chuckles. I'd write hasta pronto, since you will see him soon. I scribble it down and sign the letter with my full name, Estrella Diaz. It's more proper. Mom promises to mail it tomorrow from work. Next, Mom and I read the letter from Shed Aquarium. Turns out all I need is my journal, imagination, and some snacks. I start thinking about something Stanley wrote in his letters about the kids at his camp. I hadn't really thought about the other kids who would be at my camp. I don't know. I don't think I will know anyone. Meeting new people can be a little scary. Have you ever had a time when you've met a new person and it's been a little scary? Making new friends can be hard. Mom, do you think there will be many kids at this camp? I ask, trying not to look nervous. I don't know how many there will be, but I'm sure they will be nice. And I'm sure that they will love the ocean just as much as you do. I smile. It's true. Stanley also said that everyone was nice at his camp. But then again, Stanley can make friends with anyone. While Mom unpacks, I look at my shed envelope. There's a sea turtle on the front. It reminds me of the American scientist in Oaxaca and what he said about our oceans. Being a marine biologist is a big job, and if I'm going to protect the ocean, I'm going to need to learn how. I hope the people at Shed can help me. I thank you for reading along with me. I will see you guys tomorrow.